Good afternoon. Today I came here to share a story that led us to the development of a monitoring system here at UMIT project. A few months ago, while I was following the news in the wake of the Arab Spring, I remember one specific news talking about rallies happening in Libya that was organized through social networks and that communication with reporters in that region was compromised due to an internet outage that affected the whole Libyan territory. And by then, news came out, and people wasn't sure whether there was or not an internet access in the Libyan territory, because it's not easy to figure that out. And then I thought, well, we should have a place where we could just go and figure if a specific region has got access to the internet or not. But we all know that the internet is not owned by a single individual or organization. It is rather a huge conglomerate of equipments owned by public and private companies. And these equipments form a huge peer-to-peer network that is the internet. So from that, you can tell how hard it would be to have everybody to agree on a new protocol to allow for this monitoring. Since then, I kept seeing similar problems occurring, like when an old lady in Georgia decided to scavenge for copper and broke through a fiber optic cable serving internet to the whole country of Georgia, Armenia, and parts of Azerbaijan, bringing millions offline for 5 hours. Back in time, we also witnessed the massive earthquake in Japan, and several fiber optic cables were broken as well, and connectivity between Asia and North America was compromised, and people was wondering where was the problem and what happened. But once this breaks the news, we do not know what happened. But earthquakes and old ladies scavenging for copper is not the only threats to the internet. We often have individuals promoting censorship and throttling and compromise internet access, like when a government decides to block a website because they figure that people using that to discuss about democracy, and they want to avoid that from spreading and gaining momentum. Or when an internet service provider promises to deliver speed, but when you access YouTube, for example, they end up delivering a much poorer internet connectivity for you. Then I figured that there was a time to have a worldwide internet connectivity monitor from which people could just access the website and figure whether there was internet available in a specific region, or if there was censoring occurring there, and what websites were being censored. But developing a system like that is a long shot, and we had to be very creative to overcome all these issues. And so our solution is to try and access websites from within all regions so that we could figure if they were available or not. But accessing all websites from all regions is almost impossible. I know that Google does that, but we do not have the same resources. So we wanted to have meaningful suggestions of websites, because we do not want to look for websites that do not have any chance of being censored or blocked at all. And we decided to rely on crowd-based solution where people just come to our website and say, well, I think that this website is being blocked, censored, or throttled in a specific region. And we take these suggestions, build up a package and a test. We send to the specific region. Our nodes in the region would run the tests, return the results to our website, and we would compile to show the results in real time and show connectivity issues in that region. We're also planning to gather suggestions on Twitter, because people just go to Twitter to complain whenever they have a connectivity issue, if Twitter is not blocked in the region where they live. UMIT is a non-profit open source organization, and we do not have a huge budget. We're quite short on that. And so we had to rely on help from Google through their Summer of Code program this year, where they sponsored 3 amazing students to engage in our cause. And aside help with code, we managed to gain help from CrowdSpring, which is an amazing company doing some good job with crowd solutions. They have over 100,000 creatives, and whenever you want to design or writing materials, they provide that. And honestly, we didn't use their services yet because we're focused on delivering our first beta release, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a very good product from them. It's a bit slow. Anyway, so in order to avoid us from becoming a prey of governments that do not want to have their censorship exposed like that, and also to protect our users' identity, we decided to develop a peer-to-peer network that is really robust and relies heavily on cryptography, and that could even send reports through SMS messages or email in case direct access to our website is being blocked. We can also use steganography to hide our report inside an image and send this image to our servers, and they would understand and show the status in the website. OpenMonitor is a free and open source project. We do not have a stable release right now. We are working very hard to make a beta out of our doors, and I would like to invite everyone here to visit our website, subscribe, share, and help us leverage this helpful idea. This link was created specifically for this event, and people would be able to have a small preview of what we're going to release in a few months. And people who subscribe will also be the first to know when we release a version. And thank you for your attention.